There are a lot of Republican politicians out there now that are complaining about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is doing all the wrong things. Donald Trump and the party has fallen for Donald Trump, and as such, we cannot support Donald Trump. As such, we cannot support the party. So we are complaining and we're not running, and we're all of that is true. But what Anthony Gonzalez did is deeper. I am mostly in favor of what he had to say, but also there is one particular issue that proved his ideological problem is actually problematic for the entire country. Check this out. We'll take it on the other side.
There are hopefully Republican voters and maybe even some Republican leaders watching you right now. What is your message to them?
Two things. One, keep the faith. This country's been through a lot. We've fought through it, and we've persevered. As much as I despise almost every policy of the Biden administration, the country can survive a round of bad policy. The country can't survive torching the Constitution. We have to hold fast to the Constitution. That needs to be the bedrock upon which we build our party and our movement. We have to be a party of ideas. We have to be a party of truth. The cold, hard truth is Donald Trump led us into a ditch on January 6th. The former president lied to us. He lied to every one of us. And in doing so, he cost us the House, the Senate, and the White House. I see fundamentally a person who shouldn't be able to hold office again because of what he did around January 6th. But I also see somebody who's an enormous political loser. And I don't know why anybody who wants to win elections going forward would follow that. I don't get it ethically. I certainly don't get it politically. Neither of them make sense. If he's the nominee again in 24, I will do everything I personally can to make sure he doesn't win. Now, I'm not voting for Democrats, whether that's find a viable third party or whether that's try to defeat him in primaries, whatever it is, that's going to be where I'll spend my time.
Because you're worried about what he'll do to democracy?
Yeah, I don't trust him. January 6th was the line that can't be crossed. January 6th was an unconstitutional attempt led by the President of the United States to overturn an American election and reinstall himself in power illegitimately. That's fallen nation territory. That's third world country territory. My family left Cuba to avoid that fate. I will not let it happen here. Can I stop him? I have no idea. But I believe as a citizen of this country who loves this country and respects the Constitution, that's my responsibility.
Okay, this man got mostly everything right. But let me first touch on the ideological disease that he has. The fact that he says, I cannot vote for a Democrat, knowingly, or rather knowing that not voting for the Democrat or trying to create a third party at this point in time or trying to vote for an independent, in effect, will cause the election of that Republican more so than not. That is an almost a fact. In several instances, because of the 7-point nature for us to win, for Democrats to win the Congress, they have to outperform Republicans because of gerrymandering by 7%. So this congressman, if he really is a patriot, if he really cares about his country, he would bite his tongue and say, for this instance, given that I have stated that even if it's a policy I don't agree with, we can get over policy. We cannot get over treachery, a traitor. We cannot get away with traitors of the country, which Donald Trump and the Republican Party has become. He has stated the Republican Party no longer stands for truth. He has stated that the Republican Party no longer has ideas. He has stated that Donald Trump has driven the Republican Party into a ditch. He has stated that Donald Trump is a loser. All of these things are true that he stated. But when it comes to the conclusion of how to ensure that we have a constitutional government, after he has already stated that Donald Trump operates unconstitutionally, implying as well that his followers, the Republican Party, responds unconstitutionally in the country, it dictates that he doesn't play any games. It dictates that he does what's necessary to save the country. And in this current point in our history, there's only one party, one vote that the masses will support that will prevent the tyranny, that would prevent us from going into that fascist dictatorial state. And that is, one has to vote not Republican at all, but vote for those who will do right at this point in time, the Democratic Party. That's just how it is. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.